Hi guys, how are we doing? I'm doing great. I'm also in some horrible lighting. I apologize. My face is extra round because that's just the way life is these days. Also, it's hot as balls out today, so my air conditioner is on and it's gonna stay on, so I hope that doesn't bother y'all. But I did just want to jump on and do an update video because, like, where the hell have I been, right? Hello? I know it's been like a real hot minute since I've done a video, and I've just, life is life. I have no energy. I'm busy. Life is life. Yo, it is so hot in here. What's happening? So updates on life, pregnancy, VSG stuff, all that goodness. Look at the gut. Can you see the gut? We are about 35. I don't want to keep going down because it just gets bigger. Yo, the sun. I'm about 35 weeks pregnant right now. Will this help if I do this? A little bit. I'll in all my. So right now I'm about 35 weeks pregnant. And, I'm kind of ready to have the child because I'm like super uncomfortable and done and just like over it. And then part of me is like, I just want it to like stretch out as long as possible because I really wanted to have an October baby, and that's probably not going to happen. So I don't really know. I'm just kind of living life day by day and seeing where this is going to take me. I have no idea. My first pregnancy, I was induced at 37 weeks because of my blood pressure, which has been perfectly fine this entire time, which is amazing. My second pregnancy, I went into labor naturally, but I was 3 days overdue with him. So I don't know if I'm going to go early because this is my third. I don't know if it's going to go over because that's what happened with my last. I really am kind of like, that's one of the hardest things about, I think, being pregnant is like you literally have no idea when it's coming, where you'll be. Like, is my water going to break inside of Walmart? I'm about to go to Walmart to grab some protein bars. Is it just going to like look like I'm pissing myself? Am I going to be in bed one night and my freaking think I peed my pants? Like, I don't know. Is it going to be at work? Like, humiliating? I don't know. So, I'm kind of just, living by the seat of my pants. Is that how that goes? I don't really know. So I'm just kind of living life right now. I went to the doctors today. They had a little conversation about how much weight I had gained throughout the pregnancy, which I agree. I had gained, where am I at now? 35. So as of today, I've gained 35 pounds since I've been pregnant. I did just lose 9 pounds. So I was at 44 pounds that I had gained throughout the pregnancy. And like I said, I'm only about 8.5 months. So, that's a little concerning, but, I knew it was happening. It is what it is. I was not eating at all on plan. I was kind of just eating whatever I wanted. I've had a really hard time. Like, I haven't been exercising. I've barely been walking just because of the pain that I have in my lower back, but then also in like my pelvic area and my hips and stuff. It's really, really painful to walk. So I haven't even like been super active, obviously. So my last 2 doctor's appointments before this, they were like, you're gonna need we need to schedule an appointment with the anesthesiologist because you may be too big to give birth at our hospital. I was like, I'm sorry? She's like, yeah, there's, with the BMI and the weight and everything, you may be too big to give birth. And I was like, well, I guess I don't really understand because my last pregnancy, I gave birth at this very hospital. I was about 130 pounds heavier than I am now. Also, I just had weight loss surgery at the same hospital, and that was, however many pounds ago. So I know that, they can handle someone of my size. And she said, well, it's just the weight cutoff point. You're pretty close to the cutoff point. And so you need to have a consult with them. And if they feel like, that's not something they could provide for you, then you'll have to go to another hospital. The actual fuck. Okay, people, like, that was mortifying. That was humiliating. That was also like, really? I was like, is this a thing right now? Because I've never heard of anything like that. And like I said, I had 2 children. One was at that hospital that I'm going to be delivering at. One was at a different hospital. But I was in the 380s at least when I gave birth. And Nobody said anything to me, and I had a fucking epidural. So that was, like I said, embarrassing, annoying, because I feel like women doctors are way less compassionate, not compassionate, but I feel like they're more judgmental. So I was talking to a girlfriend of mine who gained 95 pounds when she was pregnant, and she wasn't as big as I was to start, but she still gained 95 pounds, and she had a male doctor, and he was like, you've gained a lot of weight. That's what happens. Some people gain a lot of weight during pregnancy, some people don't. It is what it is. And kind of like, said, if you need to slow down, but like, it is what it is. And my doctor's like, you are too big, and I don't think you can deliver at this hospital. Bitch, bye. I'm sorry. That was too much for me. So the next time that I had my appointment, I was like, okay, annoying as that was, and as annoying as the approach was and everything, I was like, maybe this is just the kick in the pants that I need to like actually start paying attention, because I haven't been paying attention. Ugh, I feel like you're crooked and my arm's hurting already. Oh, I'm so rusty. So I kind of took it as the kick in the pants that I needed to pay attention, to monitor my protein. I started logging in MyFitnessPal for like 2 days, and then I was like, fuck this shit. I can't. I know I should be, but I can't even like remember to put underwear on some mornings. So like to be like in MyFitnessPal every time I put something in my mouth, that's just not happening. So I've been doing really well about staying away from the junk food, getting more water in, because I have been really not great with that. And I ended up losing 6 pounds to my neck. So in 2 weeks to my next appointment, I lost 6 pounds, which was good. They were like, oh, it's so good to see that you've been more active and blah, blah, blah. That's great, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay, yeah. We also had an ultrasound for the baby, the last doctor's appointment, for like a growth scan. And they said that my uterus is large. And they also measured him at about 4 pounds 9 ounces, so a little under 5 pounds, which I guess is pretty typical for where we were. We were at 33 weeks then. I think that was 2 weeks ago. Pretty typical, a little bit on the larger side, but they said that everything looked good, the fluid looked good, his growth, everything was on point, which is great. They did schedule another ultrasound for 2 weeks from now, because they wanted to still monitor his growth with having had the surgery. But I was encouraged, because when I looked up for that kind of time period in pregnancy, babies are usually like a little under 4 pounds. So he was a little under 5 pounds. So I feel like, I'm feeling like he's growing. I was like, so that's like in your face, because that's not even 5 pounds that I gained. Okay. So I want that deducted from the scale. That's unfair. Like, you can't hold that against me. I'm growing a human in my gut, and he's taking up some room in there too. So like, back up. I know I'm gaining weight, but like, it's not all me. Okay. You can't just blame me. You can't just blame Caitlin. You gotta like place some blame on the little child that's murdering me from the inside out. Okay. Like, hello. Okay. So that was good. And like I said, in 2 weeks from today, I have another growth ultrasound to see where he's at in life. I went back to the doctors today for my other, I'm at this point, I'm going every other week to the doctors. And then so in 2 weeks from today, I have another appointment, and then I start going weekly, because I'll be 9 months at that point. Today, they weighed me. I lost 3 pounds. They didn't even seem happy this time. I was like, yo, where's my congratulations or some shit? Like, nothing. So she was just like, have you seen anesthesiology? And I was like, yo, I have an appointment, like, back up. It was like, it's really annoying. But then I had also asked her, because I hadn't experienced real like Braxton Hicks contractions with my previous 2. This one I have been recently, getting some kind of painful contractions. And so I'm like, is that a sign that I'm going to go early? Like, I really don't want to go super early. I have stuff going on with work in the next month or so. Like, I just don't like not knowing what's going to happen. And that's, like I said before, that's kind of what this is. So it's just a waiting game. But she was just like, no, some people have Braxton Hicks, some people don't. There's no real indication as to when that's going to like put you into labor. So I'm kind of just monitoring that, because I have, like I said, been getting some random contractions throughout the day, but it's been like a daily occurrence as of the last almost week or so. So I'm like, oh, it's getting there. Oh, Lord. And yeah, so I don't know. Let's see. I've gotten some heartburn in the past couple weeks, I think because the baby's getting bigger. I am experiencing some restriction. Again, I don't know if it's my sleeve or if it's just the fact that this child is like in my throat. But I'm very thankful for that. I am thankful as all get out, because before I could literally just like eat and eat and eat, not feel satisfied, not feel anything. And now I'm having like a half a cup of water and I'm just like, oh my God, I'm gonna die, which is good. Good. I would like to lose another like 10 pounds. I think they'd be happy with that. I don't know. Like I said, I didn't even get a congratulations today, so I don't know what they want from me. I wasn't like skinny to begin with. Like I had gained some weight back. I think I was at like 210, 215 or something like that. So it's not like, and I mean, they know my history. I don't know. I know. It's concerning. I take full responsibility for it, but I'm, trying. I'm trying to lose weight now, and it sucks. I don't really know what else to update on. Oh, VSG related, I guess, because some people have reported this. But all of a sudden, now that I'm like getting fuller, my nose has started running when I'm like done, when I'm not hungry anymore. My nose has started running. And people used to say that, like I used to hear people say like, oh, my nose runs when I'm full. When I'm done, that's how I know, like that's my ending point, my stopping point. And like the last like 2 or 3 weeks, I'm like, why is my nose, I'm not sick, I don't have the sniffles, like what is going on? And then I realized it's happening anytime I eat food, and when I'm done, my nose starts running, which is so weird. I honestly have no idea what the correlation between the sleeve and your nose running is, but for some reason, and I haven't experienced it like prior to this, like since I've had surgery, excuse me, but I did, like it's starting, and it's weird, and it's like annoying, because literally my nose will run while I'm eating, and it's like, okay, put it down, girl, back away from the food. So that's weird. I don't think there's too much I'm like, what do I talk about? I know I haven't done an update in so long. Oh, one thing that I did want to touch on was like a couple of months ago, I went through a really, really, really tough time emotionally and mentally, like with depression. I think obviously, my hormones are crazy right now, so that is, has something to do with it. But I was in like a really crappy place. Like I had some really nasty thoughts about life, about people around me. I was not happy with anything. And it was just a really bad few weeks for me. It was probably about a month where I was crying and everything. I was sobbing and everything. It was a really hard time. And I hadn't experienced anything like that before. I felt like I was having panic attacks, like my heart was beating really fast, my heart rate was up, it was hard to catch my breath, I was like sobbing my eyes out, like it was a really weird, and it over like nothing. And like I said, I was having some really tough thoughts, and like it just kind of made me nervous for after the baby is born. I've never had an experience with postpartum depression, thank the Lord, knock on wood. I've never really had to deal with it, but it made me nervous that my hormones are so kind of crazy right now. Is this an indication of things to come? So I can tell you that I don't feel that way any longer. I was telling my boss that my boyfriend, like I was like wanting to divorce / murder him every single day for like a month straight. We're not even married, but I wanted a divorce, and I was really like just angry at everything. It's gotten a lot better, and I'm kind of grateful that it has gotten better, first off, because I would imagine some people kind of just struggle with that, you know what I mean? So I'm grateful that it's gotten much better, but I also am grateful that I can kind of vocalize that in advance so that people kind of know what to anticipate in case something does happen, where I do have some kind of postpartum depression, because I know that's so difficult, and like I said, I've never had to deal with that specifically. So I think just being aware and cautious, and like I said, making the people in my life aware of where that might come into play, will be a really good thing. So I will say though, like it was a month straight where I was like angry, I was sad, I was depressed, I was anxious. It was really just weird. I don't know, it was kind of just out of the blue too. It wasn't like, when my hormones all of a sudden started surging through my body in the beginning of pregnancy. It was like probably around month 6 or 7, I was like a hot mess express, and there was no helping me. So like I said, I'm thankful that I can kind of vocalize it and verbalize it for people to be aware of now, and that's just kind of what I have to focus on. But yeah, other than that, I don't know. We had our baby shower with, it was a smaller shower with some close family, or close friends and family, which was really nice. We got a lot of stuff. I feel like I'm a brand new mom all over again, because I literally am like, wait, what? Like, even registering, I was like, what do I even need? What does a baby need? I don't know. And then the stuff that we got, like, I'm just like, what? I just don't even know, like, what I still need to get. So I need to go, like, figure that out, because I don't know. I'm like, I have diapers, and I have like some onesies and a binky, and I'm good, right? I got boobs, like, I've got the food supply, diapers, some clothes. What do I need? So we just had that this past weekend, which was great, and we got some really great things, and I'm really grateful for everybody who was able to come and support us. It was really, really nice. And now it's just a matter of, like, okay, you have a month, like, get your shit together, girl. Like, what do you need? What do you got to get? I don't even know. So that was really fun, and the boys are getting excited, I think. My youngest is, it was really, really sweet, because at the baby shower they took one of our ultrasound pictures and put a mat around it, a white mat to frame it, and everybody kind of signed that as like the guest book. And so my youngest son, he's been like a little reluctant, because, you know, he's the baby now, and so they don't really know what to expect, you know. So he wrote on there, I love you so much, brother. And I was just like, oh, that's really sweet. Like, he's gonna be a big brother. That makes me a little sad, that he's no longer gonna be my little baby. But, you know, it is what it is. He's gonna be a great brother. They're both getting a little excited for it, you know what I mean? So I think it's just, like I said, now it's just like the anxiety of making sure everything's ready, that we have everything we need, and then waiting for this child to bust out. He has been so active and crazy. I'm pretty sure he at some point was like up for 36 or 38 hours straight. Like, I could barely sleep, because he was just like karate chopping me nonstop. Every single night when I try to go to bed, he is awake, so that makes me a little nervous for the afterbirth. Ooh. For after when I have the child, as to what his sleep pattern will be at that point. And but it's been really neat. Sometimes, I'm gonna be honest, like, everybody's like, oh, I love feeling the baby, oh, it's so sweet, such a special time. I'm at the point in this where I'm like, I will cut my stomach open myself and yank this child out if he does not calm down, because I want to get some rest. I do not want to be kicked up in my ribs, up to, like, he's up in my lungs, like I can barely breathe. He's trying to headbutt me down in my vagina, like he's trying to jump ship already. Like, yo, I just can't. Sometimes I'm just like, you know what, I've had enough. I'm out, I'm done, you know. But it is neat for the most part to, like, look down and see my stomach moving. Like, it's really weird. I officially look very pregnant. I no longer look like a fat ass, which is great. And yeah, I do. So I had like the double roll situation, you know, the double gut. And I feel like my stomach fat has kind of like just sagged, which is so gross. I'm sorry, but I feel like it's just sagged. And then, like, I now have like an actual pregnancy belly where it's like all one, you know what I mean? Like, it's one. You can see like my little belly button, but it's one bump, you know what I'm saying? Belly bands have been great for that, to help smooth it out, especially when I was still like really, the double gut syndrome was like emphasized throughout pregnancy, and, you know, maternity pants and ish. So that's what I've been rocking. But, you know, I finally look pregnant. My stomach is really like, it's really hard, which, you know, I don't know, maybe it's because my uterus is big, because they did say that, but people are like, yo, your stomach is super tight, like, it's really hard. And I'm like, I don't know, isn't it supposed to be hard? Aren't you supposed to protect the child inside of you? But people are like, not like that. I don't know, but they're not concerned. They are concerned. They said my uterus was big and the kid might be big, so that's, you know, again, we have another ultrasound in 2 weeks, so maybe I'll update you guys at that point too. Does my nose look fatter? Ugh, I can't wait to like not be pregnant though. I can't wait to like be to lose weight. That's what I'm really excited about, is to lose weight, start being active again, have this child on the outside of the world, and move on from being pregnant, keep being a mama. You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, so that is about it. I think I've touched on everything. My embarrassing weight gain, my anesthesiologist appointment, the child is attacking me like, I don't know, a terrorist from the inside out. I did lose some weight, which is exciting, and I'm actually starving, so I'm gonna run into Walmart, grab some protein bars, and call it lunch. I'll grab a protein bar for lunch, and then I need to go get the kids from their day camp. So thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys. I've been a little more active on Instagram, though I'm not super active. I Snapchat sometimes. I'm just like kind of, you know, I work, go home, take care of my kids, and like just lay in bed and then try to sleep. That's just like life right now. But feel free to like follow me on other areas, because like I said, I have been a slacker so bad. I've been such a slacker here on this channel. But you know, it is what it is. Hopefully we'll get better. Maternity leave, guys. Maybe I can make some videos while the child's sleeping. I don't know. I don't really know what it is to be a mother again, so I don't know what's gonna happen. Do they sleep a lot? Am I gonna be crazy tired? I don't know. I really don't remember it, and I'm terrified. I feel like it's a new mom all over again. So yeah, so anyways, that's it. I'm gonna go. I'm starving. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching and hanging in there with me. If you watched this 28-minute video, I really appreciate you, and I will see you guys later. It's so dark. Am I that dark?